long time since I've seen you all and been with you all. So I trust you're all well and good. But whatever is going on with you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally, we're going to try and work with how we are today in this moment. Yeah, we're going to try and all be present in this space and really honor our bodies and our minds and our feelings and our emotions, and everything is okay. It's okay to feel however you're feeling. And we're going to work through that. So remembering that the type of Pilates that I teach, the core connection Pilates, we're really focusing on everything coming from our core, our sun, our center, and we're really being mindful in our movements. So we're really thinking about what we're doing. We're not just, doing a workout and doing it for the hell of it. We are really thinking about the process and the movements and how it's making our bodies feel, how it's making us feel inside ourselves, and hopefully by the end we will be feeling different, better, the same. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let's get going. I've got the block. Because we're recording now and it's just going to be on my voice. If you want to communicate with me, if you're live, then please, I'm going to open my chat box. Please feel free to, and when I say communicate with me, I mean like, as much as I want to catch up with everybody, just things that are relevant to the class, please. So if you have any questions about a movement, I can see you guys anyway, or if you need to tell me anything that's going with your body that might be new or ongoing, then please pop that in the box below so that I'm aware of that. And anyone that's watching on the replay, please join us live so I can have this interaction with you. But you're fine on the replay as well. Let's start. Make sure the space around you is nice and clear so we can do this and we're not going to knock over a lampshade or a cat or, I don't know, something. Grab a block or a cushion. You don't have to have a block, you can have a cushion, but ideally we want a yoga block. And we're going to pop it between our thighs. Good. Okay. Arms down by our sides. Oh, feels good already. Just to stand still. And we're going to take our eye gaze up on something in front of us. So you can do this standing or sitting. If you're in a chair, that's fine as well. If you can stand, then come up to your feet. We're going to draw our shoulder blades down. And then we're going to close our eyes. So we're going to start by connecting with our breath. Obviously, if you want to open your eyes at any time, you can do. But this point in the session, this beginning session, part in the session, we're just going to tune into our breath. Calming, nourishing breath. Just be present with it. So notice the breath coming in through the nose and notice the breath coming out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So you notice as I'm breathing out, I'm imagining I'm blowing through a straw. That's how we want to breathe out. So you're now going to breathe in your own time, in your own pace. I'm not going to tell you when to breathe in or out anymore. And you're going to try and lengthen your breath. So your goal here is just to try and lengthen the breath. So try and take a nice long deep breath in. Not forcing it. When you need to breathe out, then you release and breathe out. Try and lengthen that out breath as much as you can. Breathing in. I just cued you, sorry. Said I wouldn't. So just really allowing that breath to flow through your body. And with each in-breath, I want you to feel a sense of lightness through the head. So let your in-breath lift your head up to the ceiling, almost like you're floating out to the sky. And with each out-breath, you're going to breathe down your shoulders, feel a heaviness in your arms, and breathing down to whatever surface, to whatever's on the floor, or your chair, so either your bottom or your feet. And that's where you're going to feel really grounded and anchored, nice and secure. So we're grounded from below and we're lifted from above. And we're just allowing our body to be suspended in space and time. And perhaps now in this moment you might like to attract or think of something you would like for yourself during this session. So you can give yourself an intention. Maybe say to yourself, how would I like to feel during this session? How would I like my body to feel? How would I like my mind to feel? How do I want to feel inside my heart? How do I want to feel during this session and maybe after this session into my day? It might be how you're feeling now. It might be something different from how you're feeling. And then we're going to breathe in and just let that thought just float away in the air, in a balloon. Let it go. And then we open up our eyes. Let's wobble the body. Lovely. And we're going to find our neutral spine. So we've done all this before, guys. We're just going to recap. It's been a while. So we want to imagine our pelvis as a bowl of water. We line it up. Line the hips up with the sacrum, keeping that bowl of water level. Here we go. We're going to have our ribs down and our eye gaze up and forwards. We're going to inhale, come up to our toes, and exhale back to our heels. And if you're sitting in a chair, you're just going to take your weight forwards and backwards. So your feet or your bottom are your anchor point. We don't want to go too far though, do we? We don't want to fall forwards or backwards. Woo, you want to take it nice and slowly. So we're waking up our legs, our feet, pulling up in the thighs, engaging our core. Keep it good. And then find somewhere in the middle where you're no longer swaying. We're standing nice and tall. Let's do our lateral breathing. So we're going to breathe into our belly, into our hands. Shoulders down. We're going to breathe in. Feel the ribcage expanding like an accordion. Then we breathe out. Draw the belly in. Feel everything go inwards. Breathing out, in. And breathing out, everything goes in. So it's the opposite. Breathe in and everything goes out. Breathe out and everything goes in. Yeah, that's what we're trying to think about. Shoulders and chest stays down. This stays really relaxed. We don't want to go, we don't want to take it there. We want to really direct all the breath into our lungs, into our diaphragm, into our ribs, into our belly. Yeah, into our sun. And then draw the belly in. On the exhale, we're going to engage the pelvic floor. So imagine you need to go to the toilet and you stop yourself. Then we inhale, release. Exhale, engage. The same thing. Inhale and exhale. Everything engages. Inhale, expanding, releasing. Exhale, drawing in, engaging. Good. So we keep that going throughout the session. Nice. So let's bring our hands to our shoulders. We're going to get some movement into the arms. And the shoulders and the back muscles. So let's nice and slowly. So this part of the session is really just noticing how our body is. We're warming up, but we're also noticing. So again, we're being really mindful of how our shoulders are, how our back feels, where our balance is. Yeah? Good. And let's circle forwards. Keep the eyes up. Try not to round the spine. Lovely. Extend the arms, extend the fingers, and we really take these circles, well, as big as you feel comfortable. What I don't want is any movement of the body. We want to keep the body nice and still. Draw the belly in. Excellent. Good. Let's circle backwards. So these are really slow, guys. We're not like trying to take off here. We're doing these super slow. And really extending. Keep the rib cage down and shake it out. Good. Bring your chin to your chest and imagine that all that lovely sunlight from our belly is going to shine out the back of our neck. Warming rays of light coming from our body. And then we're going to roll our head to look over our right shoulder, looking up over the right shoulder, and then roll it down again. So we're just doing little half moons, semicircles. We're not taking it up to the ceiling. We're just looking over the shoulders each side and then rolling down as we exhale. Remember to keep your neutral spine, guys, so don't let the belly or the back go. Whether you're standing or sitting, you want to try and keep the body neutral. And then bring the chin to the chest. Let's look up and release our jaw. Sound effects, always welcome. And chin to chest. Let's go one more time. Inhale, look up. Release the jaw. Chin to chest. Scoop the belly. And down we go, bone by bone by bone. Nice and slowly. So whether you're standing or sitting, we're really just releasing the spine here. If you are standing, feel free to bend your knees. Come as low as you feel comfortable. Make sure the head is flopping. Inhale, scoop the belly and rolling up slowly. Let the belly push you back up again. Head's the last thing to plop on top. We inhale, look up to the ceiling, release your jaw. And then chin to chest. Let's go down again one more time. Slowly, 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 slowly. Really feel the weight of your hands pulling down your arms, pulling down your shoulders, releasing your neck, releasing your head, releasing each vertebrae in your back. And then interlock your hands, push your elbows back. We're going to circle round to the left. Come up to stand or straight sitting. And then down the other way. Big circles here, guys. Oh, that feels like such a nice stretch. I don't know if you guys are feeling that as well. It's a nice release for me. We're bending the knees to come down. We're pushing the elbows back. We're straightening the legs to come up. If you're dizzy, then stop here and come up. If you're okay, then we're going to roll back down again. And release at the bottom again, hanging like a sack of potatoes. Heavy, heavy, heavy. We want to feel the heaviness of our body. All right, let's interlock again. We're going to go round to the right this time. Inhale, push the floor away with your feet or push your bottom down to your chair and come up. And down the other side. Push the elbows back. We exhale to come down. We inhale to grow, 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 grow. And we exhale to come down, 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 down. Really feel the stretches in the side of your body as you do this. Push the elbows back, guys. Don't let those elbows close in. Okay, if you're dizzy, come up and stop here. If you're okay, then we come round one more time. And we flop. Floppy, floppy, flop. Lovely. Scoop the belly in and let's slowly rolling up. Bone by bone, head is the last thing to come up. Shoulders down. Inhale, take your arms up to the ceiling. Holding on to your right wrist and leaning one side. And back to the center. Switch hands. Lift and lengthen and lean. Neutral spine. Imagine you're sliding between two panes of glass. And just do this as many times as you feel to. You're exhaling to lean and you're inhaling to come back up again. And just really finding that space through your torso. And then we bring our hands down and shake it out. Excellent. All right, next we're going to do our lateral twists. We haven't done these for a long time, or we haven't done anything for a long time actually. But I don't think I've done these for a long time. I'm still teaching lots of Pilates, but I haven't actually done this exercise for a long time. So we'll do it together. We haven't done it together for a long time either. So we are going to, if you guys remember, keep the block there. We're going to try and move the upper body away from the lower body. And you can think of yourself like a dishcloth, that you're wringing out a dishcloth. So the upper body goes the opposite way. So we're really going to anchor, or you can think of your hips as having headlights. You want them shining forwards, not round the room. So the upper body twist. So if you can, you're going to interlock your hands behind your head and draw your shoulders down. So we don't want the shoulders like this. You want to think of your shoulders as trying to kiss each other. So get them to join. Well, they won't actually join, but you're thinking of getting them to join behind your back. All right, let's try the first one. We inhale, and as we exhale, we twist round to the left. We inhale back to the center. We exhale, twist round to the right. And inhale back to the center. We keep it going. If you prefer, you can have your arms here. So if you've got issues with your shoulders, I know that a couple of you have had shoulder and arm issues in the past. I'm not sure how they are now, but if you want to, just keep the arms nice and low, okay? So we twist away and we come back to the center. We twist away and we come back to the center. Now on the twist, we exhale and engage the pelvic floor, engage the stomach muscles, and then we release when we come back to the center. We exhale to twist, engage. We inhale to come back to the center, yeah? Can you all feel the workout in your abs? Just stop a second. I just want a show of a thumbs up if you can, a thumbs down if you can't. So can you feel as you're doing that, your abdominal muscles, your stomach muscles working out? A little bit, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so those of you that are a little bit, it's good that everyone said yes. You need to work a bit harder with your breath work and your resistance. So you've really got to be strong in the bottom. As you twist, engage your stomach muscles. So you twist and activate them. Twist back and release. Twist and activate. Draw the pelvic floor in. And then back to the center and release. And that is where you're going to feel the workout. You also want to really make sure these hips don't go with you. So if the hips go with you, you're not getting the ab workout. It's the twist in the upper body. I'm not sure if you can, maybe if I do this might be the twist in the upper body. Can you see my upper body's there and my lower body's there? And I engage the core. That's where you get the workout there. Back to the center, we twist. So you can see the lower part of my body is still facing the front. The upper body, I haven't twisted that much at all, but because I've engaged my core here, pulled up my pelvic floor, this is all activated. Here, yeah? So let's have one more go. In fact, this time what we'll do is we'll make it, if you want to make it more challenging, you can take the arms out. If you prefer, you can keep the arms there or there. So you might want to try it and see how you get on. Sort me top out. Right, so let's get those arms out nice and wide, shoulders down again. Remember, we don't want to be like this. So get your shoulders to try and meet behind your back, and that will activate your back muscles. You should feel your back muscles switch on. Extend the fingers, inhale, twist. So tiny little twist. So sometimes over twisting, we don't get the workout either. So you notice I'm only twisting a little bit, but I'm really feeling it working out in my core here. Yeah, twist and center. Twist. Okie dokie. So next we're going to do some strength and balance exercises, which I think are always really fun. And we're going to just warm up the legs first of all before we do, and just the hips area and the ankles and stuff. So feet nice and wide. Lovely. Hands on your hips, and we circle. So if you're sitting in a chair, you can still circle your hips in the chair as well, or you can also circle the upper body. Maybe we can all do that together. We can do the hips first. Woo! Woo! So really get into the knees, stick the bottom out of the back, and then stick the hips forwards at the front so you feel each part of your legs stretching. Oh, oh, ah. And let's go the other way. Funny sound effects are always welcome, as you know, with my classes. I make them all the time. Lovely. Maybe we can do the upper part of the body. Can we circle the ribs? So go forwards, side, back, forwards, side, back. Can we go the other way? Forwards. You always have one way better than the other. Side, back, side, forwards, side, back. Good. Okay, walk the feet back in. We're going to stand on our left foot, and we're going to circle the right ankle, hands on the hips. If you're sitting, just extend that right leg and circle the ankle one way. So really grounding through, shoulders down, neutral spine to keep that balance. Imagine someone's pulling you up to the ceiling. Circle the foot one way, and we circle the foot the other way. Good job. Let's bring our knee in. Can we bring our knee in? Oh my goodness. Place your hands on your chest, because this helps with our center, our balance. So we're making that connection with our body. Yeah? I always find that if I keep a hand on my chest, my center point, my head, something, it helps. It does. Maybe take the leg to the side. Oh my goodness. Breathing. Back to the center. Good. Well done. Put the leg down, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Standing on our right foot and circling the left ankle. So just extending that left leg and circling that left ankle. Good. Well done, everybody. And the other way. Good, Grant. Bring that knee in nice and slowly. Hand to the chest if you feel that you need that center. I think it's I actually find it quite calming, actually. Put my hand there, so that's quite good. Take it to the side. Excellent. And place the leg back down. Nice. All right, so strength and balance. We are going to do we're going to do like a ballet series, basically. Now, I don't teach ballet. I've not done ballet since I was a child, so I'm no ballerina. Shock. I know. Who'd have guessed? But I'm going to use some of the Pilates exercises that a lot of dance teachers and ballerinas use to strengthen the muscles. And I mean, Pilates, most ballet dancers use Pilates to help with their core strength. So these are some little things that I've picked up along the way, and some memories from my childhood dance classes that I've put together to make into Pilates sequences, which are quite fun and really effective. And also, as you're all skaters, you can put a bit of an artistic flair into it if you want to, yeah? As long as we're keeping the neutral spine. So, we are going to bring our feet to first position. So if you're not familiar with first position, you're going to basically put your heels together, turn your toes out. I also call this the Mary Poppins, because that's how she stands. All right, so shoulders down, neutral spine. We're going to bend our knees, but only a little way, and try and keep our head against an imaginary wall. So if you want to, you can actually do this on a wall to start with. So you might want to slide up and down a wall to feel what that's like. What we don't want is this, or this, or this. Or when you bend your knees so much that you come off your imaginary wall. So I can only really bend a little way, because if I go too far, my bottom sticks out, I lose my neutral spine. Yeah? Some of you might go a little way and then you get a bit too far and your head comes off. So just take your time with it and see how you get on. So from the front, this is what it looks like. You might also want to place one hand across the front of your stomach or your sort of pelvic area, and one hand on your sacrum, and notice if your pelvis moves. If it does, you're doing too much. You need to keep it in check. Yeah? You shouldn't feel it moving. There should be none of this. The only movement should be coming from the legs, the knees, the hips, not the pelvis or the back. Shoulders down. Is squeeze the inner thighs together. So glue your inner thighs together, and that's really going to work these adductor muscles, the inner thigh muscles. And then we inhale, bend, exhale, zip up, zoop. Inhale, bend, exhale, zip up. And I remember when I was doing dance as a kid, my ballet teacher used to put £5 notes between our thighs, and if we could hold on to it, we could keep it. We could squeeze our inner thighs together so tightly, we could keep it. No one did, I don't think, at that. We were only little. All right, good. Let's get some arms involved. So we're going to inhale, take the arms up, and exhale, take the arms down. So you can be quite creative with these arms. They can be nice and floaty and pretty, or they can be strong and purposeful. So it's up to you how you want these arms to be. Strong and dramatic and purposeful, or they can be soft and floaty and pretty. Yeah? We inhale, bend, the arms come up. We exhale, rise, the arms come down. Lovely. Oh, lovely arms, guys. So, Ruth, we're going to do the arms the opposite way, lovely. So bring the arms back down. If you come back to your standing position, good. So we inhale, bend, and the arms come up. Shoulders down. Good. And you don't have to take them all the way up either. That's it, good. And then we rise, the arms come down again. We inhale, bend, the arms come up. Lovely. Excellent. All right. We're going to make it a little bit more challenging. So we're going to inhale, bend. Exhale, the arms come down. We rise to our toes. We take the arms up in front. And can we take a balance? So Grant and Lucy, if you want to work on just getting the arms up at this point, and then we bring the arms back down again to first position. We inhale, bend, take the arms up. We exhale, bring them to the center. Inhale, rise, take a balance. And then we float the arms back down, heels come down. Let's go again. Inhale, bend into our plie. Exhale, inhale, rise. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale again, bend. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms come down. Good. Last time. Inhale, bend. I don't know where I'm going now. Exhale, together. Inhale, rise. And exhale, the arms come down. Right. Let's relax the shoulders a little bit. We're going to make it again even more challenging. So let's see how we get on with this. We're going to inhale, bend. Exhale, rise. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. This time we're going to plie. We're going to take the heels off the floor. Maybe we just come to here to start with. So again, try and keep the spine neutral. You're going to start to feel it in your thighs and your calf muscles. Yeah? Just pull my trousers up. Good. And then we can bring the heels back down. And we take a rise. Arms come down, and we go again. So your plie, arms come in front, plie. We're going to take the heels off the floor. You're going to feel it in the thighs, the glutes, the inner thighs. Woo! Arms come down. Rise and back down. Let's go for it. See if you can get a little bit lower each time. You don't have to come all the way to the floor because I want you to come up smoothly as well. Rise and back down. Good. Really good, Grant. Nice arms. Inhale, bend. Let's see. Just take the heels off. Take the knees out. Good, Jenny. And it's getting harder each time, isn't it? Rise. And arms down. Nice control, Ruth. Nice. Let's go. 2 more times maybe. If you're getting very tired, you can stop. Let's see if we can go a bit lower. Oh, I can't go lower than that. We want to make sure that we're not just going down for the hell of it. We want to make sure that we're keeping control of our body. Let's go one more time. Inhale, bend. Good, Steph. Really nice. And last rise. Whoop. And back to the centre. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Well done. Shake it out. So what do we think? Did we like the ballet Pilates workout? Was that nice? Yeah? Good. Good. It's really, really good for your bum. Really good for your inner thighs as well. And it's great, which is what skaters need most, ankle strength. Because we're really working those ankles on the plies, the rises, all of this. Yes, it's really, really good for our ankle strength, these exercises. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll keep going with those because they're nice and fun. All right, we're going to do another exercise, another leg exercise. Anyway, let's do a couple more strength and balance exercises because they're quite good for us. And then we will do our roll downs to planks and we'll do some things in other positions. So we're going to do another one, this is another quite new one, guys. And Grant and Lucy, I'm going to modify for you guys in a second. And anyone else that's watching on the replay that's doing exercises in a chair, I'll modify this for you guys in a second. So we're going to, standing sideways on, neutral spine. We're going to start off super small. So we're just going to step back or tap back with our right leg and the arms come in front. And then we're going to tap to the centre. So we inhale, tap back, and exhale, tap to the centre. Yeah? We tap back and tap to the centre. If we want to make it a bit more challenging, we're not going to touch the floor on the way through. So we're going to drive it through and tap back. If we want, I'm trying to keep my balance and do this and watch you. If we want to make it more challenging, we're going to step back into a little lunge and then tap back through. Step back, and then maybe you can drive it through, drive the leg through. So step back and drive it through. Those of you that are, so you guys can start if you want to. So we start small, tap back and in. Those of you that are working from the chair today, we're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to bring your arms and legs, but you're going to bring the legs forwards and back down. Forwards and back down. Yeah? Keep it going, guys. Nice. All right, let's stop because that leg's probably getting a bit achy. Wobble it out. Just checking. I think they've gone. Yes, my family's gone. Okay. Let's go the other side. Same thing the other way. Always start small though. We're going to build up as we go along. So we tap back to start. Arms come in front. We exhale, tap to centre. Inhale, tap back. Exhale, tap to centre. And maybe we can drive it through. Inhale and exhale. Maybe we can step it back. Inhale, exhale. Try and keep the arms super straight, shoulders down. Woo! If you're losing your balance like me, then don't do so much. I think I was getting a bit over the top with my movements. Good. Very nice, everyone. All right, and resting. All right, well done. Let's shake it out. That was quite a lot of leg work we've done. So we're going to come to our roll downs now. So I'd like you guys to angle. We're talking about ankles. I'd like you to angle your monitors so that I can see you on the floor. Okay, it's just normal for your ankle. That's good. And I shall do the same. So you're not going to see the top of my body for a bit because I'm going to be doing most of the work on the floor. Okay, so strength and balance, not strength and balance, roll down to planks. You've all done this before. You can obviously do this seated in your chair. You can roll down and roll up. When you're doing the planks, Grant and Lucy and anyone watching on the replay, you're going to work with your partner or even a wall, and you're going to do your planks and pressing against the wall, okay? Or your partner. Excuse me. Okay, standing nice and tall, neutral spine. Good, you can still see my neutral spine in the monitor. So you can check on me as well, make sure I'm doing it right. So straight back, we take the arms up to the ceiling. We inhale, take them up in a big circle. We exhale, bring them to the side. We bring our chin to chest. We scoop our belly in. So we're creating a C shape with our body. Can you see that with my belly? C shape with the body. We roll down slowly. Now, if you're taking the standing roll down, you may need your block to start with. We relax the head. Maybe you don't. Maybe we can just hang out here. Feet a nice hip distance. So if you are standing, get those hips nice and wide and keep drawing the belly in. You can bend your knees or straighten your legs. It's up to you. My legs are still quite tight. I'm not quite ready to straighten them yet. So I'm going to keep a little looseness in my knees, and I'm going to heavy head, relax my head. We inhale here and we exhale, walk out to plank. So we want our hands under our shoulders. You might benefit from being in tabletop to start with, and then work your way up to plank. So we want the bottom in line with the head in line with the shoulders. We draw the shoulder blades away. If you need to plank on your fists, you can. Some people's hands are a bit sore. You can also plank on your forearms. So you choose where you want to be. I'm going to come and spot you guys. Ruth, okay, you've been in plank for a while, guys. Let's get you out. So either knees down and walk the hands back, or push back into a down dog. Hello. And then walk the hands back to the feet. And then we're going to hold it here. So instantly, I don't know about you guys, but my hamstrings have had a stretch out. So now I can straighten my legs. And that was just from one, not even one full round. So when we first rolled down, I couldn't straighten my legs, and now I can. So we're going to soften the knees and scoop the belly and roll up bone by bone. So pushing your feet to the floor or pushing your bottom to your chair, we're going to slowly roll up. We're going to inhale, take those arms up again. Circle them around the side of your body up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring them to your sides. Chin to chest, belly to spine. We're going to slowly come down again, bone by bone by bone by bone by bone by bone by bone. We hang out here. We let it all flop. Floppy head. Inhale and exhale, walk out to plank, hands under the shoulders, head in line with the spine. I'm going to come and check on you again. Much better, Stephanie. Oh my goodness, that's such an improvement. Well done. Ruth, well modified, using the forearms. Very, very good form. Grant, we're going to push, 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 Lucy. Go and get those arms straight and push. Super work. Well done, Jenny. Good planking. Drawing the belly in. Lovely. Let's push back into our down dog or onto all fours. Walk the hands back to the feet. And come back to our forward fold again. Can we bend the right knee, bend the left knee, stretching out. Soften and roll up bone by bone. You know when you've got a 4-year-old in the house, when you find a random bird feather stuffed down the side of your sofa as you're doing Pilates. There you go. And coming up to stand. I always find strange things when I'm upside down in this house. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to the side. Let's go one more time. Rolling down, slowly, slowly, slowly. And let's walk out to our plank. Last plank. Shoulders down, head in line. Keeping the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Keep it there. Breathing. Nice and strong. Bring the knees down. Release your toes and sink down into child's pose. Bring your head to the floor and just rock out the body here. So feel free to have the arms in front or behind, whatever you prefer. And just breathe here. So feel the breath in your belly, filling up your rib cage. Bring your arms to the side if you want, and you can imagine that your rib cage is smiling at you. It's inhale, smiling as it opens. And it exhales, sighs as it releases down. Inhale, smiles at you as it opens. And exhale, sigh as you release. Lovely. Okay, let's come up onto our knees. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of exercises in tabletop. And again, actually, yeah, Grant and Lucy, you could probably do this as a reverse tabletop exercise. You could do it sitting up, pushing against each other. That's similar to the plank you've just done. So you could just, oh, you are lying back already, Grant. You're already in position. Brilliant. You already knew. So you could do this in reverse, Grant. So anyone else in a chair that reclines, you could do this exercise in reverse. And I'll explain how in a second. So if you're on the floor, we're going to come into tabletop. I might tap myself this way because it's easier to see you guys. There we go. And we're going to round the spine, push the floor away, and we're going to arch the back. So if you are in a chair that reclines, if you want to just do the opposite, you're going to do it with your arms and knees facing the ceiling, and you're going to round and arch your spine lying on your back or lying in your chair. So it'd be the opposite. Yeah? Same exercise, just the other way round. Okay, good. And now from here, we're going to find somewhere neutral. So imagine that we are a tabletop. Our back is a tabletop. Our arms and legs are the feet. And we want to try and balance a cup of tea on our back. So Grant, you're thinking about balancing the tea on your belly. Yeah? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our right arm and we're going to inhale, bend it in, and exhale, extend it out. So whether you're on your back or your front, we're all doing the same exercise. So we're going to inhale, bend the arm, and exhale, extend it out. Lovely. If this feels quite easy, you might want to have a go at it in plank. But when we come up into plank, I want you to keep your hips facing the floor. A bit like when we did the lateral twist at the beginning. Yeah, what we don't want is the hips twisting. If that's too intense, just bring the knees back down and we do it this way. So let's have a go. Let me see how you guys are. I get with the wrists as well. My wrists always suffer with this exercise, so I sometimes have to come onto my fists or my forearms. Let's do the other side. Same thing again on the other arm. So I am actually going to do this on my fists. Find a neutral spine and we inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, exhale, extend. Feel free to try and plank. We want to really anchor those hips to the floor. It is challenging, so don't feel you have to do it the whole time. Good. Good. All right, let's do the legs now. Oopsie. So, again, I'm going to do this on my fists. Feel free to come onto the forearms or the hands, wherever you want to be. So we're going to do the same thing with the legs. We're going to bring the right leg in and extend it out. But what we want to avoid doing is letting the back move. We want to keep the back nice and still. Keep the hips facing the floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. And again, this one can be done in plank too. It's actually a bit easier to do this one in plank because both your hands are on the floor, so you're a bit more balanced. So I think you could all have a go in plank at this if you wanted to. And let's switch legs. So you might actually need a little bit of a breather because sometimes your wrists and your arms are struggling. So a counter stretch for this is just to hold the backs of the hands and gently, we're not pulling, we're just applying a bit of pressure. Okay, and that's a nice counter stretch from the push. It's just stretching out these hand muscles here and these wrist muscles. So very gently, we don't want to pull it. And then, yeah, oh, you're already gone for it. Go for the other side. That's it. Whew, deep breaths, Jenny. Okay, all right, everybody coming back down and having a little breather, resting out. We're going to do one last superhuman exercise. I don't know, Superman or Superwoman, but I think just superhero, superhuman. That's what we are, aren't we? We're superhumans. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. This is challenging for coordination, for balance, for control. It's really, really good for our proprioception. It's really good for all those things. So it's challenging, but we're up for the challenge. We're going to do it. We're going to do it super slowly though. So I'm going to start with my right arm. I'm going to bend my right arm. I'm going to start with my left knee. I'm going to bend my left knee. And if you look along this line, they're not crossing each other's lines. Yeah, they're staying in each other's, they're staying in their own lane. I don't have enough room to go back that way. They're staying in their own lane, yeah? So I'm going inhale and I'm going exhale. I'm not coming through the middle. I'm staying in their own lane. So let's have a go. Coming onto all fours. We're going to bend in the right, so tabletop first. Always get your tabletop, hands under the shoulders. So, all right, so we want all fours, neutral spine, tabletop. Tuck a cup of tea on your back. Don't really put a cup of tea on your back though, obviously. Bending the right arm, bend in the left knee. Extend and reach. Inhale, bend. Extend and reach. Inhale, bend. Let's see you all in action. All right, let's switch sides. Let's switch sides. So if you want a breather, you can. If not, we're going to go the opposite way. So we're going to bend the left arm in and the right knee in. Yeah? So left arm, right knee, we inhale, extend, open and exhale. Inhale, bend, extend, open and exhale. Is that Star Wars or Superman? I'm not sure. All right, good. Well done, everyone. Good, good work. Right, let's have a little bit of Zen time, a little bit of calm time, because I know how much you love that. And I love facilitating this calm time for you. I've got my trusty friend. I'm going to stir the pot. Right, can you all please put on something warm? Because we want to keep your muscles warm. We want to cool down gently. Yeah, lovely jumper. So something warm, a blanket, a jumper, some socks, yes, great, lovely. And then just get yourself into a nice comfortable position. And we're just gonna get ourselves nice and chilled and zen. Okay. So sitting or lying, however you want to be, wherever you feel most comfortable. We're not going to go too deep with the meditation today. We're just going to take, you know, a little 5 minute of calm, peaceful mindfulness, resting. So you can lie on your back, you can lie on a sofa, you can lie in your chair. Just get yourself nice and comfortable. Don't worry too much about, you know, the light being in the right place and the incense and the, you know, don't need to go that deep into it. Just just get yourself comfortable, basically. There we go. Well done. Everyone's still, finally. Okay, and I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. If you want to keep them open, that's absolutely fine too. So just connecting with your breath, long deep breaths in through the nose and slow releasing breaths out through the mouth or the nose, and just notice the rise and fall of your breath in your chest and your body, maybe in your stomach. Just let this calm, nourishing breath wash through you. We're going to check in with how we are feeling. So we're going to do our internal weather check. We haven't done this for a while either. So we're just going to notice, maybe if our thoughts, feelings, bodies, emotions had a weather forecast, what would the weather be like in your body or around you? And this doesn't have to be what the weather's like outside right now, it's within yourself. So you can take yourself to another place, and I'm going to sound the bowl to mark the start of a minute, or roughly a minute. And during that time, just check in with what the weather's like for you. So ask yourself, what is my internal weather like today? And just let your mind and body feel and see and experience whatever it is, whatever weather comes up for you. Then I'll sound the bowl at the end to mark the end of the time that we're doing that for, so you'll know when it's over, okay? just allowing your body and mind just to come back into the here and now, back in your room. Just maybe wriggle your fingers and toes slightly. And just notice in yourself whether you enjoyed what your internal weather was, or maybe it made you feel a bit uneasy. Notice how it made you feel. Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you cold? Were you warm? Were you calm? Were you angry? Were you anxious? Were you excited? Just notice. Notice what your internal weather brought up for you today. How did your body feel? Energized? Relaxed? Tired? Sore? Recovering? How did your body feel during your internal weather? So reflecting on our feelings, reflecting on the temperature, reflecting on physically how we felt. And then just acknowledging that very much like the weather, always changing, so are our thoughts and our feelings, so is our body. So there's always the potential for a lovely warm sunny day, or fun in the rain and snow. And also sometimes we face some weather that might not feel so good as well, but we know that that always passes. So we just honour however we're feeling, just work with however we're feeling. And we know that that can always change, it can always pass. So we're always prepared for some change. And change isn't a bad thing. We welcome change. We embrace the challenge. And we can feel really secure in ourselves, that we can weather any storm. Connecting with the breath again, and just start to get some movement into the body. Circling the shoulders, maybe bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug. And then rolling onto the side of your body, or coming up to a seated position. And we come back together again, we can just stay seated. So really well done everyone. Hope you enjoyed that session, your first session back. But yeah, otherwise I will see you all, I think in a couple of weeks. I don't think I'm back next week. I think I'm back in a couple of weeks, or maybe the end of the month. We'll check with Margarita, but I am going away for a couple of weeks in the middle of October, so I think it's probably nearer to the end. But very well done everybody, and I shall see you all soon.